is going on, guys? Dad Dash here, coming to you with another video from the road, and I wanted to talk to you guys today and talk to you guys just about all right, guys, sorry about that. Anyways, I wanted to talk to you guys about the state of the gig economy and just where things stand today, in my opinion, on what we should expect as we're going forward and what you should expect when you're going forward. So first of all, I think we are in an era now where we can officially say, I believe in most markets, as markets saturate, multi-apping is going to be a big piece of the puzzle. And specifically multi-apping with the use of shop and deliver orders. Yesterday I spent the day out working, and I did a majority of shop and pay orders. That is making up, I would say, 50% or more of the orders that I'm doing, because those tend to be the higher value orders. If you are not on board with this, I think you're going to struggle. I just think that's just the nature of where things are at. I think that we have to remember that 2020, 2021 created artificial situations that created an environment that a lot of gig workers came into. And as a result, they were accustomed to a customer that was willing to have their food delivered to their door. It made food delivery seem more viable of a business plan than what it actually is when everything is normalized. As a result, as things have fallen back into a more normal pattern, people are less willing to shell out a lot of money to have food delivered to their door when they can either A, go pick it up themselves, or B, go enjoy the fun of going out. And then as the economy weakens right now, as we are in a weakened and softened economy, people are going to be watching their money even closer. So that will lead, again, to trying to figure out where can we cut back a little bit. And the area that you're going to see things cut back on will absolutely be on something like a delivery fee, potentially even a tip, unfortunately. So as a result, those are going to become and be seen, food delivery is what I'm talking about here, are going to be seen as less valuable, which is why we move into, say, shop and deliver, grocery specifically, apps. This is where the consumer is going to see value, because the consumer is busier than ever. They are going to see value in saying, okay, well, you know what? If I can avoid having to enter the store right now and go through the crowds and park in the parking lot and bag the items and wait in the lines and go through that entire experience, and I can pay someone to do that, they're willing to pay a nominal fee for that. They're willing to tip someone who they see as walking through the store, picking up their items, communicating with them about substitutions, making good picks on the produce, doing things that they see value in, and they will say, yeah, I will reward that person with a 20, 30, even 40% tip based on the grocery value, because for me, it saved me the trip to the store, and it saved me actual real time. So for them, they can see a value in that. So what you're going to see, and even DoorDash, if you pay attention to their earnings calls and you listen to what they're talking about and why they have entered this space themselves, is because they've seen the connection that the customer makes with things, with shops, with things that requires more of the driver, and the convenience of these services. These are true services. Now, not to say delivery isn't a true service, but delivery was always a pizza delivery. It was maybe reserved for cities where you had people that could ride bikes in a small radius. But The average restaurant, McDonald's, fast food, you didn't get that delivered. That wasn't something that was traditionally delivered to your door. So as a result, when this emerged, when it became something that Tony Hsu and his creators that created the DoorDash app started to think about here, and they said, well, wait a minute, this doesn't exist. We're going to create this. We're going to expand this. It existed, but they wanted to expand it and say, hey, why not make it available to every single restaurant so that if there's a customer out there that wants to have that service, that wants to have that luxury service of having a Happy Meal delivered to their house, or having a Taco Bell bag delivered to their house at 1 o'clock in the morning, they have the ability to offer it on demand when they want to, and when it's being taken advantage of, they'll pay for the service if they want to offer it. And they'll get that extra sale, they'll increase their volume. Now, obviously, prior to 2020 and 2021 and 2022, food delivery was a struggling industry. It was struggling to take on. What we've seen is we do see people who have become accustomed, or at least aware now of that service, but it's something that is not going to be a normative feature that's going to be taken advantage of on a daily basis, especially when you're getting a softened economy, especially when you've got people that are watching their money. So as a result, we have to adjust. Because we are businesses ourselves, you need to be aware of these market conditions out here. You need to be aware of the consumer mentality and what they're looking at, so that you can adjust your focus if you want to still participate in the gig economy, and you can focus on the apps that are going to get you the biggest value. As a result, yes, because you're going to get paid more, because there's more learning involved, you've got to learn your store, you've got to learn the layout of your stores. You may have to learn several stores if you're working several different apps, and you're going to have to put in the work to where it's not going to be a matter of just parking in a parking spot, walking in, going to the takeout counter, grabbing a sack of food and putting it in a hot bag and going. There's very little to learn about that. Maybe you just need to learn your numbers. You might need to learn the layout of how far, the distance to the house, and maybe just understand wait times. But when you're doing shop and delivers, it's a whole nother world. You've got to learn the stores. You've got to learn the layout of the stores. You've got to learn which stores provide the best information to be able to find their products. You've got to be able to know where things are at and begin learning that quicker, so that you can get these orders done in a more quick and efficient way, so that you can maximize the value of your time. So if you're getting paid $30 for an order, you don't want that to take 2 hours. So you want to be able to get that shop done within, say 15, 20, 30 minutes. And if you've got a 10-minute ride, if you can get it all done within 40, 45 minutes, that leaves you 15 minutes to potentially accept a second shop for the hour, maybe do a food delivery app for the hour, and you can really maximize the amount of payout that you're going to receive. But you're not going to do that right away. So you're going to have to exercise patience, and you're going to have a learning curve. There's a learning curve to shop and delivers. So listen, be patient. Be patient. Be willing to learn. Be willing to adapt your business plan. Be willing to see what is popular in your market. If food delivery isn't working, don't get mad at fellow content creators that tell you it's working for them in a different market. Don't start blaming all these external things, right? None of that's going to help you. None of that's going to help you. What you can do, though, is you can start to try out different apps. You can start to try out different modes of earning and see if you can increase your earnings that way. That's what a business person does. That's what you're going to have to do if you want to survive right now in the gig economy. And you also should be a steward of your own success by keeping track of your records, keeping track of your earnings, keeping track of what apps are earning you the most. And that's two ways you can do that. And I would recommend combining them together. It's like my son and I were talking about baseball, and we're talking about how analytics has come into baseball and how you have teams taking the Moneyball approach, right? Where they're trying to use analytics to save money. But you really got teams, the teams that are really, really paving the way in baseball right now are using analytics and spending money, right? And you should do that too as a gig business operator. Use the apps like Driver Utility Helper app, Maxymo, that's collecting analytical data for you. That's making your daily operations more efficient. Use the Solo app. Use Moves. These different apps that are collecting the data for you on your earnings so you can see it like that. And then at the same time, be collecting your own personal data as well. So you have two separate sets of data sets. One that's automatically being collected and you can see your earnings at a glance. And then you can also collect data through, again, one of the ways I would recommend is downloading my spreadsheets. I've got 7 different spreadsheets that you can utilize that can help you run your gig operated business. And it will help open your eyes to the different analytical metrics that can help you make your business more efficient, target the business segments that are going to make you money, target the apps that are going to make you money, and hopefully help you to make the most money for the time that you're available to work and make sure that you're using your time as efficiently and profitably as possible. So they're attached to this video. They're attached to all of my videos. Feel free to download them. If you're not comfortable downloading through a link in a video, reach out to me. I will send you all of the sheets. My only ask is keep them free. But anyways, guys, look, this is what you need to do. A business approach. Know your market. Understand what's working in your market and what isn't. Understand where the market resides today. Understand the economics of your market. And if you do all of these things, guys, you will be putting yourself in a position to maximize the earning potential as a gig business operator. Hopefully this lands with you guys. Hopefully you found this video helpful. And guys, as always, stay safe, stay profitable, and Dad Dash will absolutely be talking to you soon.